Hey, it's Michael Saul with more management of the stock market trading watch list for the week of July 4th, 2011. Start out with Alcoa, a little mini coil here, and Alcoa has earnings coming up. It's going to kick off earnings season. You can see nice recovery after the dip below the 200-day, and now looks like it's ready to try higher here. See if it can retest those highs. Now, the coil doesn't really predict direction, but we are over all the moving averages. So we could break down, and in that case, we'd be watching those moving averages below for support. Apple, with two A's, by the way, not just one. Okay, Apple continued higher, testing the high end of this range up here. All right. Now, if it breaks, new highs are expected here, but you can see we're stretched here above the moving averages, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some sort of a pullback. Chipotle, just a monster. 350 is possible, but this is, I think, 11 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, above the 10-day moving average. So it's just overbought here, but you know, overbought and oversold, they're great words, and they're great background indications, but until there's a trigger, there's nothing more to say, really. Right? It's just, okay, a condition, but you want to make sure that condition is confirmed. Electronic Arts with a potential double top on Tuesday. All right, somebody pointed this out to me with the inverted hammer here, the shooting star. No confirmation on Wednesday, but if it breaks Tuesday's lows, that could be a confirmation that this is a double top. So watch these moving averages down here. Goldman, okay, looks like it's a little coiled spring, as Alan Farley would call this. That's what it looks like to me. All right, nice little pattern here. So let's see if this could bust out of that. Watch the 50-day moving average there. Potash. Okay, these entries are no good. I'm going to be taking these out anyway when I edit this. So you can see Potash here. I was looking for this to break down. We were actually leaning short on this, but never triggered. Instead, just went higher. Resistance up here. X, okay, came just shy of that 89 EMA. Watch these moving averages for potential support. Google, little narrow range candle at the 89. I want to see it get above 543.55. If it does, could make a beeline for that 200-day moving average. But I mean, look at this move. You know, these kind of moves are unsustainable. There it is. All right, just, I mean, straight up. Talk about parabolic, right? Netflix, you know, and I always make a joke, and it's, I mean, it's really not funny, but I always like to say when you just see these monster moves here like this, you just say, oh, you know, would they cure cancer? Well, oh, what are they, going into China? Because those are like trigger events that a lot of stocks see huge pops on, right? If, oh, you know, they're going into China. And I mean, you know, it's funny how it just, nothing changes, right? The history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. It's just so great. You know, it's like when I was first coming up trading stocks, and Qualcomm was going into China. And my buddy, who has been on the street for 10 years before I started, you know, he remembers when Gillette was going to China, right? And then you talk to other people who were trading in the late 60s, and Brunswick was going to China, and that's why that was popping. It's just great, right? But anyway, and the cancer thing, I mean, you know, I don't mean it personally. If anybody has any, of that dreaded disease in their family, unfortunately, you know, I didn't mean it like that, as in, mocking it. But that's the other reason that sometimes a stock will just pop, right? Oh, there's a cure for cancer, or whatever it is. And then there are these other, you know, the niche of the year, or whatever it is. Oh, it's nanotechnology, or it's transport, trains back in the, whatever it was, in the 30s and the 20s, right? The train stocks. But anyway, so this thing is just on a wicked move. And then finally, let's wrap up by Robot. Short at 36.81, stop 37.87. Move stops on trade to 36.36. Half off 35.81, half off 33.81. You can see it closed over the 78.6% retracement, so unless it turns tail, this has a shot at breaking out. I mean, this, just look at this move here. Not a pause in sight. So let's see if it can reverse on Thursday. And that's it. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to everybody again for Friday. Have a great trading day on Thursday.